What's up, world? It's your man, Amore Red King, lyricist, CEO of the Immaculate Ones, and most importantly for today's topic at hand, founder of Dope Though. Now, you never know which Dope Though family members are going to be on from episode to episode, but you know we always coming with that fire. Right now, you are tuned into the Dope Though podcast. You gotta hear this.
Boom. Welcome to the Dope Though podcast, weekly discussion of all things music and pop culture. What's going on, folks?
What's happening?
What's shaking?
What up?
Certainly not the bacon.
Man,
Man,
not the bacon for sure.
It's climate change, the only thing shaking in this bitch. It's hot as fuck outside.
Yeah. With me today, we got the usual suspects. We got Bree Renee. We got DJ Suspense. We got Mr. Nasty Man Baron Lee. And we got Mr. Methodical One, Big Bruh Seasoning. And also on today's show, we got a guest, Red Thugalina Jolie, as I'm reading here. Welcome to the show, Red.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, creator, host of Banshees Block, also a curator of playlist series titled Soundtrack to the Session. What's going on with you?
Not a lot, chilling, coming off my 35th birthday weekend. So
shit. Happy
back to work.
Birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Back to work, back to the bullshit.
Hell yeah, ain't we all? How was everybody's weekend?
And it was good till I watch that weak ass verses. Shit was garbage.
Hey man,
I ain't get to that. I ain't get to that.
Hold that up.
We gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But also don't disrespect.
Yeah. Virgil is ready to disrespect. We're gonna get into that. First up though.
You play the same song 3 times and disrespect your ass. I don't give a fuck.
Who did the same song?
He got a point. Soldier
Boy.
Boy.
We're gonna find out.
Soldier Boy, we're gonna find out later. We're gonna talk about that later. Right now, we're gonna get into raggedy ass Derek Chauvin, sentenced to 22 and a half years for the murder of George Floyd, found guilty on second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter, and he's getting credit for time served. I think we already probably knew that, but let's react to that. How do y'all feel about them 22 and a half years?
Peace.
I mean, that's very close. I think the maximum he could get was 30 years for those charges.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's pretty close to the maximum for those charges. But I mean, it's justice, but it ain't justice. Because if it was a Black person, they would have got the whole 30 years. They would have found a way to give them more than 30 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's a start. Because I thought he was gonna walk. I really thought they were gonna find a way for him to not do any more time, like he was gonna walk free. So I think it's a start. I think now that's like a wake-up call to the rest of them to get their shit together because y'all are getting charged now.
Yeah, y'all on the run now.
I don't know. We get one. We'll see how much it is.
Nah, I'm looking at
the 22.
I'd say it's cool to the point where, 22 years, a lot of people say it should be more than that. But you also got to know, like, this guy's going into, a system where a lot of us are going to know why he's there. So I don't even want to know what kind of, what they have to do as far as procedure to make sure this guy's all right. But at the same time, hey, he in there. So
if you get street justice in jail, that's,
man, I hope they do that nigga like the Boondocks episode of the jail fucking episode of the Boondocks, nigga. Fuck him. Fuck that nigga, but it ain't real. It ain't real until they charge the other 4?
3 or 4, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Like Pokemon said, we gotta catch them all.
Hey,
Suspense, what you think?
I'll be honest with you. I really haven't thought about it. They said he got the 22 years. Oh, cool. Like me personally, and I don't really put a lot of stock into them punishments. Like I don't know. I just consider myself not like trying to be the one. You should get this punishment. You should get that punishment. Like
it's not our place, I guess.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I try not to gauge people's guilts and sins and all of that.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
I could be, goofy, but
Red, what you think?
What's his name again?
Derek Chauvin.
All right. Yeah, he gonna be a Leslie. He gonna be a
Leslie. I honestly, I'm kind of like suspense. I mean, my point of view is like nothing's gonna be enough because of like what took place. It's not. We could give them 100 years, we can give them life, we can give them death, but the visuals and what they shown us are forever imprinted in our brain because they kept running it like over and over again.
Yeah.
Kind of like brainwash you to like remember like this is what we about. This is the shit we own, and we're gonna keep showing you. And but it got so out of control that the whole world was talking about it. And so they was like, well, we got to make one of these dudes stick because if we don't, then it'll really be a uprising. Like there's been a couple little fires here and there with like Mike Brown or Trayvon Martin, but those are just little fires. But George Floyd, for some reason at that point last year, just ignited just the whole world. So I guess they had to give one person a lot of years. We never know what the rest of the cops could get. They could get a slap on the wrist or maybe like 2 years, something light. But since he was the one in the visual that was doing the actual shit, yeah, they gonna make him, they're gonna hang him high. The rest of them, they'll kind of play that low because it's really not as important.
So, they gonna
damn if you do, damn if you don't.
She ain't lying.
Yeah, that's a good point there. And he's eligible for parole in about, I think they said 14 or 15. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be shocked to see him out in about 10.
Right, 5.
He'd be out before that.
Right. Yeah.
He'd be a nice 5.
Right, I might be being nice. But moving on in pop culture, Young and May reportedly checks herself into rehab for some unknown addiction. So
I'm gonna go.
Is it the Henny?
What y'all think about that? Young and
May. It's probably that damn.
It's the Henny. That's what she always rap about.
Henny hoes, yeah.
That Henny.
It's the Henny.
Who knows what else it is? I don't think.
pills. It could be pills.
It could be heroin for all we know.
She said she don't do. In 2019, she went off on somebody on her live for saying that she pop perks and sniff coke, and she said she don't do anything but drink Henny and smoke weed.
Oh, well, there you go.
Cause see, I smoke weed and drink Henny, and I don't go off on people, so that's definitely some perks. That's some other people learning in the background. I can drink Hennessy and smoke 4 or 5 blunts. That don't mean I'm about to go outside. That's it. Who the fuck wanted? Like, nah, that's you.
Guys out there, don't be lying on us, bitch. We did nothing.
Right.
Drinking us for years, and here you are.
But don't she feel crazy like going off on a live because those people aren't in the room with you? So like you're literally yelling into a phone at somebody that
I think everybody yelling at a phone is crazy.
Exactly. You're nuts if you can sit there and yell on your phone and nobody else is in the room with you. Not even on FaceTime, just on a live talking about popping.
Is any of y'all even listening to Young and May when she drops some shit?
Hey, once in a while.
She got a couple pops though that she know what I'm saying? That was a serious question. Suspense cracked up laughing.
I tried to hold it in my best, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I listened to the last project. I ain't gonna hold you. It was all right, but I ain't rushed. It wasn't like, oh shit, I wake up.
Yeah.
I'm working. I'm like, oh shit, put that on. Like, it wasn't that. It was like, oh, I have nothing else to listen to. Let me see what she's talking about.
Not to say she's not cold. She's cold, but it's like
she's a New York nigga. You don't care. Like that's what it is. Unless your name is Griselda, New York niggas, we just like, we don't really fucking care, bro.
That's a 30 in that club. I don't even listen to Griselda, but I get what you're saying. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, Young and May gives me Freddie Gibbs vibes, or anybody else from.
Hey! Watch your mouth, sir.
Hey, I'm Freddie. I like Freddie.
No, sir. We will not.
Freddie's gonna drop something. I'm gonna be like, I'll check it. I'll check it
No,
later.
sir. He put Freddie Gibbs and Young and Made and say, hey, bro, Mr. Nasty Man wilding over me.
Yeah.
I've tried to listen to some Young and May joints, but they just wasn't hitting to me really.
I just can't think of any other song besides Stephanie and Heffany. That's all. I can't. I'm dead ass. Y'all, give me another bar. Give me another bar.
No, I can't even give you a line.
I'm lying.
Talks about that Henny in every single track, bro. So, I mean, you know.
I mean, she's bars about it.
She got to be getting a good check from the NBA. They were using one of her songs in their promos for the playoffs.
Oh, nigga, I thought you was gonna say she was playing in the NBA. I was like,
Oh, fuck.
Come on, dog. Come on, Virgil.
That's immature, bro. That's real immature.
Come on, man.
Wow. Now she suited up
You were lying, dog. Quit
for the Nets.
tripping out here.
They could use
a double. She looked like she.
Right, bro.
Right,
That's
for the
what I'm
Brooklyn
saying.
Nets.
She look like she will cross a nigga up and pull straight the fuck up from the 3-point line.
Face on him for the fast.
Fuck it.
All right. Next up, Lil Duval. So Lil Duval compared the baby to Ludacris, and then he compared Lil Baby to Jeezy.
Here we go.
So I'm sure y'all got some opinions on this.
Honestly, I found that the baby and Ludacris comparison to be kind of accurate. I like that. Except the baby is way more messy. He had way more shit to get himself. Like Ludacris is not slapping females at concerts. He's not shooting nobody. But as far as the marketing strategy in which he's on that same pathway, he's superstar status because he still got songs with pop artists and he's making it to all these different red carpet awards and everything like that. So I mean, the star power is very, very overwhelming. So I get the Ludacris comparison.
But I know from a rapper standpoint, because Ludacris got multiple styles, the baby got one.
Nah, baby switch it up because he said he was gonna switch it up on you.
Yeah, and
But he never did. That's the thing.
What did he switch it up?
He
What
never
song
did.
did he switch it up on?
He switched
I
it
don't
up.
know.
Right?
What
Was it the one
song?
where he was singing,
He
bro?
said it and everything and never switched it up, like ever.
I think the comparison's more on I think the animated style with the videos and all the crazy shit.
That's gotta be the only reason.
That's gotta be the whole comparison. That's gotta be where he's coming from.
Because
No, I heard what Barry was saying. Like, I mean, it does make sense in that aspect of characterization. But from a rapping standpoint, I personally still think Ludacris can rap circles.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do a versus battle imaginary with the baby and Ludacris.
You don't do it. The baby can rap, but he just got that one style. Ludacris.
The baby don't have enough records to even be thinking about that, bro.
Exactly.
The baby got 20 on deck.
Do what?
You don't think the baby got 20 yet?
No, hell no.
No.
You don't think he got 20 yet?
No.
Are we counting features?
Baby
It's on like 27 Megan songs, but that's about
it takes time though. Like that takes time. Like he comes out like so much. Like he's got it saturated, but that's the problem with. Well, we'll get to it, but that was what Soulja Boy kept saying about Bow Wow. Hits are old. That's why they're called hits. Like new singles, they give it time. It can eventually become a hit. It may come out the gate like a hit, but a hit's like 10 years at least. Like when you drop that, it comes back.
I don't ever think you should compare somebody from a different era and put them in a versus battle because that's just weird. That's almost like putting two different genres in the room and saying,
"Oh no, man!" When Kim called out Nicki, I actually thought that would be kind of fun.
But you already knew the beef between that. That was
Nicki ain't thinking about her old ass.
Nicki's still trying to get her bars back up. Like she had writer's block, so she shouldn't be focused on the verses. She should be focusing on getting her bars back up. Kim solidified. She's straight. She ain't got to she don't want to. She did it.
I'd like to see Cardi and Nick maybe. Or
not yet.
Cardi ain't got no hits, bro. She ain't got no hits.
She ain't got a second album yet. Not yet.
That's because she can't find another hit. No, she ain't got.
I don't know. Is there another woman rapper that's got as many hits as
Kim?
Probably Missy.
Nicki.
Well, Missy's in a class by herself. Like nobody doing verses with Missy.
Nicki Minaj, as many hits as Nicki Minaj, woman rapper.
With like the Brat or something like that, you have to go with somebody like that, bro.
The Brat don't have that many hits.
I'm saying you gotta put Nicki in the same realm as Drake. They got a decade of running shit, so it's
I
like
don't think
by themselves.
by themselves.
Yeah.
I feel some different type of way
Nicki
about
didn't
her.
have no competition for 10 years. That's why she feels away now, because it's like, how many
So
popping
many.
female rappers? 15 of them, and they all dope. And she was like, for 10 years, she was by herself running shit. So of course she alienated herself. She had the ego, the attitude, because she could. She had no competition. Who was gonna check her? She was beefing with Kim, and Kim was before her. That was the only real issue with Remy. We can't even count that because she took a whole week to get back at Remy, and it was too late. Like, we didn't even care no more. So it was just Nicki by herself.
Remy was she was still in the pen, like when Nicki started hitting her stride.
Yeah. Yeah, like Nicki's out the gate, and Remy went to jail. That was it. And then that's how she had some whole 10 years. Not saying Remy was really gonna give her any challenge, but it would have been like other female rappers, like it was when Missy and Eve and Trina and all of them was out. Then Nicki came along, and it was just Nicki.
Yeah, looking at at the end of the day, Nicki's streak is killing every other female streak. That's just how
every other female. There's still a couple females out there, man. They got. Prior to where you were born,
Bird, they're not. You about to hit me with a back in my day. I don't care.
But was they putting out the amount of hits like Nicki though? Or did they just have a few?
I mean, you can say Lauren, of course, but even
Virgil gonna say though.
You can't say Lauren, but you can't.
Can we say Lauren?
You can't say Lauren.
Lauren don't have 20, buddy.
You can't say nobody back in that day.
Like I said, I would still kick Missy out any day, bro.
Yeah, I'm putting Missy over like
that is probably your best bet, Nicki and Missy. That's probably as close as you can.
But Nicki don't want that, bro. It's unfair. Missy got it around.
Kim got hit. Somebody posted, and I was like, "Damn."
Kim got hit.
I wouldn't go They put a solid 20, and Kim had some strong ass hits, bro. So
yes, Kim has 20.
Kim should be disqualified from using any songs she didn't write.
She's straight, but think about it.
I don't think we can say that.
Drake ain't the greatest no more. If we talk about songs. Right, bro, it's a rap.
Nah, you can't even pull that shit, because after Biggie died, Kim kept going. When you gotta think, so if you're gonna compare anybody, it's gonna be Kim and Foxy. Foxy can't do it because Jay was writing for, Nas was writing for, and at one point she stopped. Kim kept going. After Biggie died, she dropped Labella Mafia, she dropped The Naked Truth, and those albums had 3 to 4 hits on them at least, and that was like in 2004 and 5. Out the gate, Kim got 20 from features to her own shit. She has 20. That's why she was like, I want Nicki. It kind of makes sense, but I'm not a Nicki fan. I'm a Kim fan. Nicki cool, but Kim, that's queen.
I ain't never been a Kim fan. I've never been a Kim fan.
You never been a Kim fan? Hey, bro, Get Money's one of my top favorite.
Hello.
I mean, no, I'm talking like that's like the shit when Big was still alive. I fuck with that. I didn't like her shit after he passed away.
I'm glad
you ain't like the jump off.
She dropped some shit.
Nah, like it's kind of like that jump off shit is kind of like how I feel about Ludacris. Like when I was 17, 18, I thought it was the dopest shit. But like if I listen to Jump Off today, it's like
still hits.
Nah, it's like it sounds like kid music.
Swiss Beats did crazy.
Drop it. You a DJ? You drop it in the club, it still works.
Niggas are going crazy off the Jump Off. They going crazy
it
off.
Still work. Trust me.
I mean,
ain't been that far removed from the club. That shit still work. That shit'll work in a house party. It's a beat.
That's one of
It's undeniable. It takes you. It's nostalgic as fuck. Like as soon as you hear that shit, it's like, nigga, that's high school.
That was Tim, bro.
Is that Swiss?
That's Timbo.
That's Timbo.
Yep. That was Tim.
Yeah.
All right. What about the Lil Baby Jeezy comparison?
No. Nah.
I ain't with that one either, man. At all.
The new Jeezy from Louisville.
Jeezy like the strap.
Talking about STG? That makes sense. Lil Baby's Lil Baby, bro. Like he's not.
Lil Baby Lil Baby already called EST the next Jeezy.
I mean,
Lil Baby also said that he was Lil Tupac. or Tupac Jr. or whatever.
All
So
I know is like
I don't know about that.
I
I
get
ain't heard that with Bree.
I'm gonna find it.
I don't want
A
to
little too
compare
much. I think that's too much.
because I feel like he's still developing his own legacy as to speak because he hasn't been in the game that long. But understanding that when he gets on a record, like it doesn't matter who, even with Drake, he's spazzing. So I know for a fact, like this is somebody you got to pay attention to for the next
But
decade.
it's crazy. Now you should look at his body of work. This nigga has more body of work in 3 years than some artists do in a decade.
Oh yeah, he got a 40.
Who, Lil Baby?
Yeah, nah, like he
Yeah,
has
but it still ain't Jeezy moment. It still ain't
It
on
ain't.
Jeezy.
I don't think it's touching mixtape Jeezy. That is
Yeah.
like
mixtape Jeezy.
Like they even said in the article, the ad libs, just the whole trapping, thug motivation. That shit was crazy.
yeah.
Snowman.
When
They
Jeezy
banned the
came out,
snowman
that was
T-shirt in
cool,
school.
though,
You
bro.
couldn't even wear that shit to school, a
Yeah,
party,
you know what I'm
grocery
saying?
store.
Yeah.
Like
That was different, man.
I remember when niggas dropped and then what, bro? Like you couldn't go nowhere in Louisville without hearing some nigga bumping in the car, bro. Like that was a whole movement when Jeezy came out.
That was about fifth grade. That was about fifth grade for me.
That shit was different. But Lil Baby's dope now. He do definitely got he's on his run right now.
Look at my opponent. I'm sorry, Gucci got that nigga with that. That shit was hilarious. I got
Gucci's retarded, man.
What do you got
Anyway, we know Mr. Nasty Man don't care. But anyway, Dame Dad says Jay-Z is frantic and desperate and illegally trying to take over Rockefeller Records. What y'all think about that?
So let me ask you a question. So you telling me the dude that's a billionaire
right,
is frantic?
right. That's what I was thinking too. A billionaire.
That's a stretch. Like that's a real stretch.
That could hurt. Shit, that's a hell of a reach.
Like what?
I don't know if I use the word frantically, but shit.
A billionaire,
bro. Hell yeah, I think he's trying to take over Rockefeller though.
I don't think
we ain't losing no sleep though.
He got Rock Nation. Rockefeller.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's sitting up there waking up Beyonce at her sleep talking about what you think.
From taking it over, does he get access to masters or?
Right, because he has all the artists. All the artists like that were on Rockefeller and that was on Def Jam are on Rock Nation. So it makes, from a business perspective, it makes no sense at all.
I don't think all of them are, but I mean, I get what you're saying.
Well, I mean, he got the ones that he really needed. He got Rihanna, he got Beyonce, he got Nah, he don't have Ye no more. He got
I don't agree. He probably ain't frantic and desperate, but they arguing over it. Dame still got a piece. Yeah. He still got a little piece. They just fighting over it. It's just a fight. It's just a relationship that went bad, and they still fighting over petty shit.
Man, I feel like
the petty shit might be some big bread. You know what I mean?
I feel like Dame just trying to stay relevant, bro, because nobody cares
at all.
Nah, but it's kind of
I don't.
We gotta have a fair narrative on it because it's not like Dame just went off and is trying to sell this stuff out from under him and they trying to stop him. Like he went to Jay-Z and them first and he didn't like the amount they offered, so he went somewhere else. So
he legally owns a piece of that shit. So
if you don't want
business at the end of the day.
You don't want to give me what I asked for, okay. You can't stop me from getting it from somebody else. Like that's what I still don't understand.
Yeah, but that ain't his album selling either. Like that's Jay's work. That ain't his work. If you want to be
part of that too, he's just as much as part of that as Jay-Z is.
If I own a piece,
it ain't his voice on that motherfucker. He ain't on the sing. He ain't the nigga on the singles.
His voice is on there.
And none of that matters.
Part of it is whole business.
None of that matters though. He owns a percentage.
That's true.
So it don't matter.
If it ain't a big enough percentage, then bro, you can't be telling the nigga like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Nigga, you own 5%, not own 30. No, you're not.
Then why did they offer to buy it from him first?
Why they offer to buy it from him first? Because I mean, they probably was playing.
If he's not allowed to sell it, why would you offer to buy it if you're telling me I can't sell it?
Because if you got a lower percentage, I'm just gonna be like, yo, let me get that. Let me get that from you, bro. Let me get that.
But why does he want it? I think that's the bigger question is why he want it. Because it's not like why are they arguing over Rockefeller Records? It's not like it's a record label's not as important as I understand like the details of it, the pointing and all that shit. I get that, but it's like from a fan perspective, like on the outside, it's like why y'all arguing over a record label? Like ain't nobody been repping a record label in like 10 years.
It's different. It's different for both of them, right? Like they both own it. It's something they started and created. So I think it's
but even then, I think
personal for them.
Yeah, with Dame, I think it's all a level of agenda and things you got to do to move on to other directories. I don't know what he has in store for Rockefeller Records or whatever, or what Jay-Z already has because he wants to keep hold of shit. But obviously they want to go in a different direction, but they have to do this step in order to go somewhere with it. So I get they're playing chess right now to get something bigger in the game.
I think
it's not a matter of just saying I own it because I own it. I think you want to do something with it. That's what I get.
Yeah, I think, and I'm a huge Hov fan, and I fucks with Hov, but I think Dame is, and he done a lot of petty and corny shit since they broke up. But I think Dame gets painted as 100% as the bad guy in this situation, and I don't think that was true.
Yeah, Dame is not the bad guy. He went to.
You know what I'm saying? Dame looked like the jerk ass nigga
for Jay
in this situation, but you know.
That was Jay's A1. I mean, when things had to get done, Dame was the guy to pull up.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on to, and this, what y'all think about this? Samuel L. Jackson getting an honorary Oscar after being snubbed all these years.
They just need to go back and give him his Oscars. Don't give me no honorary.
I don't even know if he wants that bullshit.
To be honest, he's so successful in his career. I don't think he fucking cares, bro.
I don't think he cares either.
I think it's too little too late. Like they should have gave it at all the roles he's had, in the last 30 years, they could have gave him an Oscar 30. For an actual role that he did really well.
Look, we gotta
stop giving him an honorary one.
Oscars. We gotta stop looking at them like it's taking away the legacy from people like Samuel Jackson, the people like Will Smith, even the people like Leo, even though he just got his. So it's like one of those moments where it's like, it doesn't make Samuel Jackson, but it's cool. He's gonna look at it and be like, cool. That's all he's gonna do.
I don't know if he will. I don't know. I want to hear what he's gonna say about getting an honorary. He probably gonna say some slick shit.
I don't think he's pressed, bro. Me personally, I don't think a lot of them are pressed anymore because we know how these Oscars boycotted them, just like we boycotted the Grammys at one point. We've done this, so it's like we are.
Samuel L. Jackson is paid.
That's what I'm saying.
This nigga attached to movies that's done big.
Did y'all know that he was he's one of the highest paid members in fucking Marvel? One of the highest paid.
I shit you not. Samuel Jackson is the only other artificial intelligence that is on my Alexa right now. If I tell him what time is it, he's gonna be like, it's 9 p.m. and you will take your ass to sleep tonight. He's gonna be like that. And it's the point where it's like he's literally a household name. He doesn't need that shit.
I agree with y'all on that, man. Like it's like and it don't even make sense. I'd be mad even if I was white, because how in the hell you not gonna give Martin Scorsese one of them motherfuckers, bro, until like 10 years ago? Y'all gonna tell me Goodfellas ain't one of the greatest movies of all fucking time? All right, bet. And I think it lost to some dumb shit the year that it was out. And then you're gonna say, oh, cool. So you're gonna be like, well, you know, I mean, we like I don't know, man. I just think the shit's pointless. It's like the Grammys. It's pointless. Don't nobody care anymore. It's whitewash, bro. Like until they start making it to where it's a little bit more balanced and, you know, all fucking people of all different races and shit, then we don't fucking care, bro. Wrap that shit up. But
let's get on to what we want to talk about here, man. Let's talk about this versus Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow.
She make it clap.
First of all, before we get into the shenanigans, I just saw a lot of shenanigans. Who y'all think won the shit? And let's start with the guests. Let's start with Red. Did you watch it? Who you thought?
I did.
Who you thought?
Bow Wow won.
Did he? Hey, I didn't watch it, but I got a question. Did he do the Harlem Shake at least once?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. He did. Really hard, very dad-like.
Oh, that was awful. I did see it.
Yeah. It just, the energy, like Soulja Boy has really good energy. Before this even started, I was like, that's the only way he has Bow Wow beat. He has really high energy.
That's because he was on.
But when he kept playing Make It Clap 3 times with like Nicki's verse and then French, I'm like, bruh, did you write these verses? I'm just trying to figure out why you keep dropping these songs. Like it's Crank That. It's Make It Clap's cool, but nigga, it ain't Crank That. Like Crank That was like monumental, nigga. Everybody was doing that shit. I just played that shit 3 times, but she Make It Clap.
Oh, he did that 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
He didn't play Booty Meat, bro. He didn't play Booty Meat.
And he did not play Booty Meat.
He didn't play Booty Meat? Yeah,
I don't think he played
Y'all just
Shootout.
knew
Did
he
he play
was gonna
Shootout?
Nah, he didn't play Shootout either. He didn't.
I think he did. I think he did play Shootout.
No, I think he did.
I think he
at the
did.
skating rink.
I don't know.
It's I'm gonna ask y'all a question because y'all watched a lot of verses. Do y'all think they intentionally leave some of these songs out? Because Bow Wow left out some.
I think it has to do
Yeah.
with a lot of clearance. I think some of these songs they don't own.
Oh, makes
Now,
sense.
yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I hope that's the case because Nelly was the worst of all at picking.
Oh, he was terrible. And I don't think that was the case for him. He was just terrible.
Oh, y'all think he worse than Teddy
Fab was
Riley? I
ass
thought
too.
Teddy Riley holds the L for like worst verses, bro. Teddy
But
Riley.
before they even confirmed that Bow and Soulja were going to do it, I literally made a Facebook status saying, when Big Soulja, Big Draco dropped Booty Meat, what the fuck Bow going to do after that? And he didn't do it. Bow
Didn't
wins.
even drop it.
Bow wins by default.
I mean, it's as close to suspense as hard. Suspense. What's your thoughts on the verses, man?
Y'all knocked out the shame me today.
Come on, man.
Hey, nah, bro, do your thing. Do your
As
thing.
far as something, because I feel like Bow Wow left some songs off the table too. If it was like if Soulja didn't play Make It Clap 3 times, I probably would have said it was a tie.
I feel like that was a diss to just say, I got a new record that's popping right now. And you
That's
don't.
not the time though. Like this is a versus, bro. This is war time. You gotta come in here and focus. You gotta come with your heat.
But you gotta notice with these verses, there's always an opponent that's saying, your shit is old, my shit is new. Gucci did that to Jeezy. It's a lot of those situations, but I mean, I get it. Classic music is classic music. That's why this versus is being a celebration more than anything. We're not saying who's the better artist, who had the bigger impact on the generation for y'all too. That's what I looked at that like.
Yeah, but at the same time, Bow Wow can be like, yo, nigga, my tour sold out. What you doing?
Nigga,
by himself.
He's on the tour.
Selling video game consoles.
He on the tour with Bow.
Is he? No. Overseas.
That copyright.
Anytime I see him and like Ray J talk about all the shit that they selling, I guess because where I live, I don't know, but it don't sound like it's something that's like, I don't hear a whole bunch of people talking about, oh shit, let me get my Raycons. Like everyone, you might call a couple people, but it ain't like.
I look at it like this.
Hey,
I say Soulja Boy kiosk in the middle of in the mall, and Ray J actually has a store. Like I'm looking at it like that. Like Ray J knows how to market himself. If he doesn't know nothing else, he knows how to market. So I give him.
Was anybody in that store?
Right.
A couple people with some Raycons. I'm like, nigga, you got some Raycons?
Hey,
Did he look like the Apple store? You know how you go out past the Apple store, you be like, damn, here they go again, lying crazy. Was anything
Right.
like?
Hey, but Soulja Boy trying to sell those Nintendos off and say his. So I'm looking at it like that too.
Yeah, hey, hustle. I ain't knocking the hustle, but I don't know anybody personally like around me that's been like, yo, I'm on this website. You want anything? Like, no.
You know the kind of hustle. The hustle that somebody looks legitimate like a business, and the other hustle like, yeah, somebody gonna shut him down by next week.
Hey, nigga, you get that Soulja Boy console, motherfucker, $600.
No, get that PS5. I want that Soulja Boy console. Like anybody said.
Super Mario. How'd you get Super Mario on your game console? How you do that?
Mario, nigga, I developed Mario. Okay, buddy, there we go. Draco developed Mario.
So what did y'all think about it? Virgil said it was trash.
I didn't.
He just don't like them.
No, I actually really did. No, the thing is I like old Bow Wow. I don't like Shad, but I like old Bow Wow. Shit,
Shad's corny as
Shad.
shit.
It's Shad.
I don't give a fuck
Oh,
about
Marion.
He don't know none of their names, man.
So honestly, when I play
I'm a fan of both of them though. Ain't nothing wrong with neither one of them. But I just thought like the song choices, because they do have so many hits, and this nigga's playing the same 3 songs, and then the rest of them is like, and then Bow Wow ain't playing his hits. Shit's weird to me, bro. Like, but now after what Baron Lee's like, clearance, all of that, then I guess I get it, bro.
No, I shit you not. So my generation, it was like 4 people at my age in the crib when I decided to play the day after it went on. And the first thing you heard was him saying, "She make it clap." And I shit you not, one of my homies in the living room was like, "Hey, bro, turn that shit off." And I literally just looked at it. Yeah, this is the generation that grew up on Soulja Boy saying, "Turn that shit off," because we it's just not what you thought it was gonna be. They hyped it up, believe me. Did they have any guests? Like they said they was gonna have guests pop out. It was gonna be a whole show.
Yeah.
The Brat, JD, and the one guy from the Franchise Boys. That was pretty big.
Oh, nigga,
Oh, they found a nigga from the Franchise Boys. Boy, I tell you,
Yeah.
About. That's the typical
Oh,
nigga.
and Omarion. But and Lil Romeo. But I mean,
Lil Romeo came
Soulja Boy
out.
bought out Lil Romeo. That was stupid as
Soulja
shit.
Boy
I'm
bought
like,
him out.
Wait,
why did he do that? That was so whack. And then he
They
compared himself to Kobe. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't know
my
what kind of
God.
weed he's
Wait, did
smoking,
Romeo
but
perform?
bruh, he said he was Kobe and Bow Wow was Michael Jordan or something. I'm like, you're not even Kobe. You're not
Bow
even
Wow
Kobe.
was Michael Jordan. Bow Wow is
He
Michael
was.
Jordan, though.
But Lil Romeo was not Kobe Bryant. Like, nigga, you very Tyronn Lue.
yeah,
Like,
you're right.
that's
He
what
was
you
Michael
are.
Jordan when he was playing for the Washington Wizards. That nigga.
Did he just pop out?
You number 45, nigga. That's what you are. Shit.
Someone fill me in, please. Did he pop out as a cameo, or did he have a song to actually perform?
Yes, he did his. What's that? Hey, I don't even know Lil Romeo's songs. I think he had like 2, and he brought out his little No Limit dances. I was like, this is stupid.
No
It was so dumb. I'm like,
Soulja Boy brought him out.
He brought out
Soulja Boy
Junebug.
Did he?
whack.
Yeah, Junebug came out with Romeo and them.
See,
It was whack.
somebody said Lil Romeo's obsessed with Bow Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got
Yes.
to upstage him and all that shit.
Like Raspberry.
Lost that battle.
Exactly.
20
And I-
years ago, bro.
And I tell you as well.
Raspberry still on Instagram saying, "Hey, 500 likes and I'm bringing the game back together. We're going on tour." That nigga
So
still at.
I
What'd you
tell
say,
you as
Suspense?
well. What did not help, my boy Big Draco, the academics tried to get up there and start spinning some records.
Yep.
This dude was playing whole 4-minute songs up there
The
before
whole
he got to
track.
Soulja's
Hey,
verse.
Big Draco
Like,
off.
nigga, did you not practice? You supposed to just have a set for like where he's supposed to rap. He played 3
Bruh.
verses. It was whack. It was
Hey,
horrible.
shout out to DJ Suspense because DJ Suspense was going in.
He's
the
so
dope
bad.
shit, bro. He was like, he's like, why's he got DJ at this name down?
Yeah, he need to take it off. He
Nah,
gotta
he just
just be
academic.
academic.
He just
But
acting.
not no DJ.
Go back and look. Someone needs to post all the songs they performed just so I can look at that and be like,
It's on the playlist. Title.
Title
Title
playlist.
got
Winner that night was
Yeah.
the White Pony, bro. Let's be honest. 'Cause
I've been listening to the title playlist from the verses.
Oh my God.
So who's next, y'all? What they gonna do next? I know they got one coming up for the Essence. Supposed to be a secret.
I know
They can stop.
with this because I know,
They can stop. It's over.
I know we might not
We
get
can
this
stop now.
already pointed out. But Justin Timberlake and Usher, I think, would be really cool just for me to watch.
I'd rather have Usher and Neo or something like that. Let's keep it black, buddy.
Why you won't do Neo like that?
I just,
Don't do Neo like
no,
that.
I'm sorry,
Don't
Usher
do
Chris
Neo
Brown.
like
I'm sorry,
that.
Usher Chris Brown. Let's do Usher.
Confessions alone can smack everything in Neo's catalog. Don't do Neo like that.
Shit,
Justin gonna push Neo back like, I got it, bro. Let me try something here.
first of all-
Neo's problem, he ain't like the first album Neo. Like the first 2 albums from Neo were R&B, very good in your bag, had your hits. But once he got a taste of that pop and got with Pitbull, his ass has been in that groove for the last 4 or 5 albums. It's not working no more, bro. Just right. I just take some time off.
All I know is if you get Justin Timberlake in there, you better have Timberland on every ad lib for every song you drop.
Yeah, you gonna
Hey.
have to. I
We
love
should
both of them
invite
though.
Switch was talking bad about Justin Timberlake at that
Hey.
time.
Damn, we're probably not
He's
gonna see
inviting JT to verses.
the Swiss and
JT ain't invited to verses.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love JT. So
I'm still talking about.
I think the point was JT needs to be more outspoken when it comes to like, Black matters of.
It's
Not
too
yet.
late for that. I don't even know why they expect that from him. Like, you gotta think he been 30 years, 1999. Like, I love Justin. Like, I'm a fan. Don't get it twisted. I got, vinyls, all that shit. Been a fan since NSYNC. but I don't expect him as a white man to always want to jump up and be like, hey, that's not right. Like, I don't care at this point. Like, give me your content, get on, and that's it.
Y'all about, well, he needs to speak out. That nigga was in a boy band. Let it be.
Like, he just now apologized to Janet and Brittany. Like, who cares at this point? Like, if he's just now getting this wave of consciousness to, you know, want to right his wrongs, why would you expect him to all of a sudden rip his shirt up and be like, Black Lives Matter and I love black people? Like, relax. You don't need that. Give me your content, keep singing them songs, and you can keep it pushing, my dude. Like, that's it. That's all I want.
Tim Lindgren come out with producing this shit, and niggas is gonna dance and sing his new JT shit whenever it come out.
Right.
I ain't work.
Oh, he ain't making that. He ain't making that Man in the Woods bullshit.
Nah, that shit didn't slide, man.
That was not good.
Buddy.
He back to tempo.
That's when he thought he could abandon the culture.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He learned real quick.
It wasn't nothing out there for his ass.
Nah, wasn't
Let
nothing.
me get back to this R&B. I ain't got time for y'all country.
Wasn't a damn thing in the woods for that man.
Let me get back to stealing this nigga music. Yeah, let's get back.
I think they need to do something big. I think Versus actually really needs to go big. Like, they need to make that Drake. I mean, Kendrick and fucking Cole happen or some shit like that, bro. They need to go big.
You know what they need to put on? They need to go ahead and get Pooh Shiesty in there, man.
Come on, say your line. What's your Pooh Shiesty say?
Luckily, I don't know. This is an ongoing joke for me. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's stupid.
Get Pooh Shiesty in there somewhere, man.
What they need is a Master P and Birdman versus.
Nah, that would be hard.
You mean Cash Money versus Matt?
I don't want to hear Birdman talk ever, bro. He just be saying
no. Birdman better not even rap no more. I don't even understand how he kept rapping. Like, that's what pissed me off.
Y'all can't ask for that and not expect Birdman to rap with Manny Fresh. You
know what though? Like, he was actually with the big timers. Like, Birdman, you couldn't handle him because you listen to a big time. But it was something about the 2000s. I don't know who his new writer was, or maybe they was like, nigga, you on young.
Who was young? He was signed. His writers were signed.
I think the only other era I like Birdman actually rapping in was like when he first introduced Young Thug. I think that was Young Thug writing for him a lot. But it was almost to the point where I'm like,
I can't stand his voice, bro.
I can't. Like, I cut the track off. If I hear him rapping or I see his speech, I'll be like, and I'm done.
Yeah, mute.
I hope he's at the end because I don't want to hear the rest of this shit.
That would be a good verse, though.
Birdman got some classic verses, okay? Let's not front like he don't got no classic verses.
New shit, though.
You said Manny Fresh got classic verses, bro. I don't know about Birdman.
They both got a lot of.
Did Manny Fresh do a verses?
Oh yeah. He did with
he did with Scott Storch.
Which was a dumbass thing to do. Don't you ever.
But listen, to his credit, it was supposed to be T-Pain or somebody else, and they backed out. So Manny Fresh was at the last minute. He didn't really care. He was at the last minute. Manny Fresh was on the street curb with some speakers playing shit. That's what he was doing.
And Scott
he did that shit in less than 24 hours.
Scott Storch got like hits though, bro. Like,
watch this nigga. I'm over here like, why did he try this? Why did he even do this? Why are you okay with this? You're not doing that with Scott Storch. I mean, it was just bad. It was a bad matchup, honestly, just ultimately.
Scott Storch, Dre protege, bro. Like, Manny was good, but
so he know how to
that even Trina was a bad matchup. Right. Talk about a bad matchup. That was trash.
Trina did one.
What's that?
Yeah, even Trina, I didn't like it.
Why would you put it in no sense? You gonna put the bad versus the Rough Rider? That shit don't make sense to me.
I love Eve. I like Trina's cool, but they like Trina's more raunchy bars. Eve's lyrical. That don't make no damn sense.
Yeah, my boy said the same shit.
You gonna have pull over that ass too fast, which is with
versus got a man. Like, get the fuck out of here. Or love is blind. Like,
that love is blind. That just sounds crazy to say that together. Love is blind. Pull over.
Damn. Okay, the song she got with Killer Mike. Like that versus. You know, Gangsta Love, like, it don't even make no damn sense.
Gangsta Love
with Alicia Keys versus Trina and Killer Mike. Like,
if a DJ go pull over that, it's that Gangsta Love.
Who could the Dungeon family do a versus against?
Big Boy versus Andre.
I'm talking about the Dungeon Family. Who could they do a versus against?
Oh, all of them? Wu-Tang Clan.
All of them.
Wu-Tang.
You know, I got one for you, Act. You take the dog pound, like the entire dog pound, because that included Snoop. That included Snoop.
They not winning against the Dungeon Family.
That ain't enough people, and they ain't put out enough. Yeah. That's only Snoop, Nate, and Warren G.
Nah,
not corrupt.
No,
Dance
I'm thinking of something else.
Corrupt.
Okay, that's just Snoop, Dad. Okay, it might.
213 was just them three.
If you include all of them in Dog Pound, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I mean, outside of groups, bro, like
I want Fat Joe versus 50 Cent. Need that.
50 ain't got enough.
You know what we want. You know what we
ain't
want.
got
We
enough
want
hits
50
for
versus Ja, bro.
I don't even know if them 50 shits even sound good playing in a verse. I know he was smashed back then, but I don't know if they would even sound good now in a verse.
50, you have to play every song on Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying alone is 20. Alone.
Nah, he got shit on the Massacre, because what was a Massacre? The Magic Stick? Biscuit in my car? Hey, bro, Biscuit in my car.
Biscuit in my car is my shit.
My buddy had like one good song to me since the Massacre.
What's that? I Get Money?
My bad too.
Okay, too.
Give Money and that I'm the Man. That shit
You ain't gonna give him
that was hard.
The Pop Smoke feature. I actually like that fucking verse.
The what?
The Power song even got the Power intro's even still hard with Joe. That shit still works.
Yeah.
You know,
Big Rich Town still hard.
I wish somebody would.
All right. What new music? What y'all vibing to? What y'all listening to recently?
Hey, bro, that motherfucking Tyler. That Tyler is a beast. I know a lot of people ain't fans of Tyler.
I ain't listening to that shit.
Hey, nah, he is like spitting. I fucking Tyler heavy. Oh, and that Her album last week, you know, even though you've heard it for the past 3 years, that motherfucker slaps too.
She thought she was slick because most of that album is the Lucy she was throwing out. Then she tried to throw some fillers in. I was like, bitch, you ain't slick. I don't play that shit. I ain't even listen to it. I was like, you ain't slick.
I got one for Bree Renee, though. Bree Renee, did you listen to Doja Cat's album last week? You know, I had to ask.
Bree ain't said nothing on our episode.
Doja got one?
I'm not gonna dignify that with a response, y'all.
I was just asking.
Y'all know Doja Cat's my guilty pleasure, and as much as I want her to be canceled because she be on the bullshit, she be making good songs.
Oh, she make good music. That's why I was asking if you listen to it. I eventually listen to it. I ain't, you know.
She one of them ones that can make good music and dance around the political parts of it.
I'm showing the titties in the racist chat room. Only the music box.
Justin Bieber's another one. Daniel Caesar for whatever that shit was. No Allegra. I could think of a couple racist, talented motherfuckers that I could just listen to and be like, damn, this is a talented racist. It's pretty good.
What does No Allegra do?
That's
like a straight nigga out of their way, like with a hard R.
Who are you talking about? Who?
Oh.
Who said that?
I that.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that band? Who'd you say?
No Allegra. This was probably 2 years ago. So I'm digging up.
I don't even know who that is.
You gotta go through the Twitters.
Daniel Caesar's all about y'all ain't niggas. Quit acting like niggas. Get you some white.
Right.
Buddy, sit your ass
Get
back.
you a
buddy.
white friend. Don't be like that.
Canada, buddy.
Right, relax.
Nasty man.
Mr. Nasty Man.
I
have been bumping that this week. I ain't even gonna lie. Run them numbers up.
I listened to Ice Daddy. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, that new Gucci? Ice Daddy.
I listened to that too. That's what it's called.
It's called Ice Daddy.
It ain't bad, but we talked about that.
It
Yeah,
sound like she got the lifetime admission to the country club. I listened to that new Ice Daddy. It was definitely.
I think I like Ice Daddy as much as I liked Woptober #2.
October.
It was delightful. I felt like a hood nigga riding through traffic on the way back from an hour away in fucking Fort Worth. So
Quite refreshing for the summer, is it not? Nice.
it made me very angry during traffic. So it was great.
You know, we gotta turn it to the DJ. What you playing, DJ? Anything new? Anything
Listen,
new?
man. I've been listening to like the same guy for like weeks. So he just put out. He just. Can I finish what I'm saying, please? Thank you. So he put out ESTG put out a couple new records, Capital One and Bigger Than Life or Death. Both of them are hidden. He can't miss. It seems like
bangers.
And I'm really rocking with the Bigger Than Life or Death, but they both hit though. But that's what I'm on, man.
Hey, I'm glad that he took his he got in the game, bro, and he just ran with it instead of like waiting on niggas to, because you know how some niggas get in the game and then they just be waiting around for somebody to give them a hit. And this dude's going for it, bro. Shout out to ESTG for doing his damn thing, bro.
It's definitely an ADHD industry right now where you gotta keep shit going. Whether if somebody moving with you are the machine, so you gotta push yourself and nobody else ready to.
Especially in that clique, bro, because they got a lot of niggas popping in that clique. So
hey, CMG really doing it right now. They might be at the top of the game.
They doing big shit.
Is 42 Doug with CMG?
Yeah.
Because that shit was hard. I like that one.
Yeah. Money bag.
He was on Tyler's album and dropped a nice verse on Tyler's album.
Who? 42? 42 Doug. What is it? Is it 42 or 42 Doug?
42 Doug or something like that. I don't know.
Anybody watch the awards last night?
Nope.
I did.
Oh. Who did?
I watched them.
I checked it out too. I haven't watched anything in a while.
I was partying.
It wasn't bad.
I was working, so.
Well, I was working too, yeah.
So Spencer didn't twerk on.
Was you working? Or was you working?
Yeah. Nipples and everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Was you playing the Twerkulator song, DJ Suspense?
I played every twerk song. It was nothing but women there last night.
Oh, yeah, as you should have.
Every twerk song.
I ain't gonna lie, I missed the BET Awards because I forgot my Spectrum login. So I called my mama, she ain't had it. I was like, fuck it. Guess I'm drinking tonight.
All right, man. I think that's about a wrap. I think we covered everything. So that was the show.
It's like crazy ass question. You asked one last week, the divisive question last week. I
think we gotta save that to the next show. So get y'all shit together. Who else is underrated?
Gotcha.
And does 3Gs deserve to be in somebody's top 5 or top 10 when he ain't really put out no true solo project?
We all know what Suspense think.
So next episode. Anyway, so thank y'all for joining us. Before we go, Red, where can they find you? What you got up? What's going on with you?
I just put out an episode for Banshee's blog. Did a deep dive on some Black movies. So The Best Man, Love Jones, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and Love and Basketball. So did a deep dive on those.
Movie
that's what's up.
I need to watch it. Yeah, I was just talking
about to listen to that.
Matter of fact,
that's what's up.
It took about 2 hours because it's just a lot of bullshit as far as like what they try to tell us. So I did that. Got a new soundtrack to the session for my birthday, so that's available on Tidal, Spotify, and Apple Music. Just search for Thuggelina Jolie. And you can follow me on Instagram under the same Instagram name. It's Thuggelina Jolie. So that's it.
Yeah, so everybody go follow Red Thuggelina Jolie, man. I'm King Allen for the Dope Crew. Bree Renee, Baron Lee, Big Bruh Seasoning, Methodical One, and Mr. Shades, DJ Suspense. Oh, my bad, Baron Lee. He is Mr. Nasty Man, man. Make sure y'all go run that single up.
Nameless plug, Spotify, Apple, all digital stores. Go get it.
Yeah, we out.